We are in sunny Florida. Well, not so sunny so far. It's been pretty rainy and cloudy. We are down here for the Seminole Hard Rock Poker Open at Seminole Hard Rock Hollywood Casino. We've come here the past couple of years. First year we did pretty well. We had a couple cashes. Last year, horrible. We didn't have any cashes and like 6 or 7 buy-ins. Let's turn that around this year. Today on the schedule, there is Omaha High-Low at 11 a.m., $600 buy-in. So we'll fire that. Generally, there's some pretty good players down here. There's not too many other tournament series going on, so you find some big names even in such small buy-ins. So yeah, we're gonna fire that. If that doesn't work out, there is a no limit going on all week. It's a $400 buy-in, 1 million guarantee, multi-flight. I think today is flights C and D. I think yesterday they had A and B. So yeah, so that'll be the plan. You know, hopefully the Omaha's a 1 day, so hopefully we're in that and don't have to worry about joining the no limit. But yeah, so we will update you later. Let's get it, guys. Forgot to mention, it's a 15K starting stack in the high-low, which is okay. I remember last year I got in there a little too late, like level 4. I overslept, I think. And then I just didn't feel like I gave myself enough time to, catch a card rush. And I had a tough table to start. I think a lot of the better players tend to late reg, so it's good. I think it's good to get in there first level. A lot of the wrecks will be in their first level, like me. And yeah. Oh, I remember last year there were a couple guys in the tournament that didn't even know it was high-low. They thought it was a PLO tournament that they were registering for. So these guys were just trying to punt. Like, they didn't know what they were doing to begin with, but they were just trying to give their chips away. So it's a good value tournament. It's good to get in there early. All right, we'll update you later. Nothing too exciting to report. I had 14,200 through the first few levels. Yeah, the beginning of these tournaments is kind of like watching paint dry sometimes. Pretty passive table, a lot of limping. There's one player that's raising a lot. He's 2 to my right. So hopefully I can pick up some hands against him, isolate him a little bit. Yeah, there's really no hands of note, and I probably won't talk about too many hands for high-low unless they're really significant. I'll probably start to take some notes now. But yeah, we're gonna get back in there. Bets are gonna be 400, 800. We dwindled all the way down to about 3,200. Now we have, last hand before break, we pick up ace deuce 4 10, ace deuce of clubs 10 4 hearts. We flop flush draw and low draw 3-6 of clubs with a 9. It's a 3-way all-in pre-flop. Turns of 3, so the guy next to me makes trip 3s, but the river is the 5 of clubs. So we basically triple up to 10,700. coming back to 1,000, 2,000 limits, so we'll have a little over 5 big bets. Hopefully we can spin it up. Well, we're still surviving somehow. We have 17,500 on dinner break. Coming back, blinds are going to be 1, 2,000. Pretty much was all in a couple times. One time I was in the big blind, really short. Guy in the small blind was super short too. I'm in for 1,600 in the big. I only have a couple thousand behind. He goes on for 2,100. I call. There's a couple guys behind that call, and I flop trip queens and win a nice pot. And then I had ace deuce 5 jack and made a full house. Deuces full of 5s. 2 other guys had the wheel, so I'm up to 17.5. There's 36 left and 12 pay. I think it's like 14K for first, so hanging in there. Need a card rush pretty soon, but update you in a bit. We're out of the tournament, the Omaha. We kind of like a short stack ninja for a while. Keep getting short, kept doubling back up. I thought I was going to run it up at some point, but it just didn't happen. I get in the hands I kept getting in all in with. I kept doubling with like crappy hands. King Jack 8-9. I made kings full of 8s. Then I get ace 3-7, hoping for a double, and I make the low in the turn, and then I have aces, but the guy has 2 pair. And then he rivered a set. It was like a weird river. He rivered a 3. It's probably a hand he shouldn't even been in, but I flopped a 7, and then I had the wheel draw on the turn, so I could hit a 7 or a 4 to scoop. And then I got crippled. I had to go with like ace king jack 9, and it's all low cards on the flop. I have 2,000 behind. Turn a 9, and he also has ace 9 with a low, so I got quartered down to 4,000. The next hand I'm all in with I think it was like deuce 3-5, deuce 3-7 jack, something like that, or deuce 3-5-7, deuce 3-5-7 double suited, and I flopped 2 pair, but guy ended up rivering a straight. So we're out. Gonna jump in the no limit 1 million guarantee. It's like level 4 right now. I'm just gonna fire 1 bullet, I think. Don't really feel that locked in, a little tired, so just do 1 bullet and see how it goes. On first break of the no limit tournament, we were down to pretty cards at the beginning. I just couldn't get much going. Anything I tried to do, just nothing seemed to work out right. Like I'd fold pocket 5s under the gun and flop 5s full. Stuff like that. Stuff that's like on the fringe, stuff you might... I looked at the charts and I was supposed to play the 5s. But the guy next to said he had kings, and he probably would have 3-bet me. I don't know if I would have called. But then I just went on a pretty big heater. We have ace king of clubs on the button. Blinds are 4,800. Hijack raises off a short stack to 2,500. He has about 18,500 to start the hand. He has ace jack of spades. Hijack raises 2,500. Cutoff calls. I 3-bet to 10,000 on the button. Folds back to the hijack. He jams his remaining 18,500. Cutoff folds. I snap call. Flop is jack 10 of clubs. So he flops a jack, but I flop a royal flush draw. It's jack 10 of clubs with the 5 of hearts. Turn is a beautiful card. I turn Broadway. Queen of spades on the turn. So he's drawing basically to a chop now. And the river is the 6 of clubs. So I make the flush for overkill. And we chip up nicely to almost 50,000 on this pot. The biggest hand was this guy just sat down with a new starting stack of 20K. He makes it 2K at 4,800. I'm 2 over from him. I re-raised to 6K. He ships his 20K with 8s. I have pocket queens, and we hold there. So we got 75K. Some good players at the table. Some, pretty rough players, pretty bad players too. But this one woman keeps limping every hand. I'm shocked she's still in. But yeah. So we got 75K coming back to 500, 1,000. So hopefully we could keep it going. So we are back at the house. Yeah, nothing really went right in the no limit after we got back from the first break. We got moved to a new table, and I couldn't get anything going. I had, at my peak, I had 75K, and I had probably like 70 big blinds at one point going to the new table, and I just could not get any traction. Would pick up some small pots, but anything, I just kind of dwindled down for a while. I just went like super card dead, and then just like some annoying spots. Like I raised nines in the cutoff. The tightest player at the table, who everyone was joking only plays aces. The blinds are, I think it was 612, and I made it 2,700 in the cutoff. He raises me 5K to 7,700, and he had 24K to start the hand, so he had 20 bigs. It's close. I thought for a second I was going to jam, and then I changed my mind and decided to fold, and he showed aces. I figure like the worst hand he's going to show up there with is ace king, ace queen. It's going to be a lot of big pockets. Just some like goofy hands, like ace four suited I raise under the gun, the big blind short, the small blind cold calls a hand he should never call. Ooh, I just ripped one. The big blind, the small blind calls with ace nine offsuit. I raise ace four hearts under the gun to 27. The big blind goes all in for 8,500, so he has less than 10 bigs. I know what I'm supposed to do is supposed to isolate, re-raise to get the other guy out, and I end up folding. I don't know. I'm not happy with that play, but the big blind has eights, and the other guy with the ace nine makes aces up. I would have also made aces up. So if I just flatted there, I probably would have got stacked on that hand. It would have been aces up against aces up. So, yeah, just like, it was a pretty brutal couple hours. Like one hand I have pocket sevens, the tightest player at the table. Guy played like 3 hands in like 3 hours. He opens. The flop is all hearts. Queen, something like queen 6-4 or queen, I think it was, or queen 10-4, all hearts. It gets checked around. I have sevens with the 7 of hearts. It's me. I'm in middle position against the under the gun type player, and then the button, who's a really loose player. And it's checked around twice. The turn brought another heart. So there's 4 hearts on the board. I have a flush. I'm okay getting to showdown here. I don't think I'm getting called by worse. And it gets checked to the river. River's a blank, like a 4 of clubs. Guy leads for 10K. He basically bets pot, the under the gun player. I just thought it was a weird line. Ace of hearts is always supposed to, like, if he just has the ace of hearts on the flop, it's always supposed to be like a small continue. So my guess is he flopped the ace high flush, like ace king of hearts, something like that. Or he was just repping it, but I mean, he had the tight image where he could have repped it, and he knew neither of us were that strong. So I think it might have got bluffed in a hand, but I don't know. I'm leaning towards he had it. Yeah, and then just after that was just like no spots at all. Card dead, looking at 7 deuce offsuit, 8-3 offsuit. I also think I wasn't that locked in today. I was a little tired, didn't get the greatest night's sleep last night. So I got to the Omaha at pretty much right on time. And I probably should have just gotten better sleep and late regged. I mean, sleep is so important, and being like focused and feeling good. I'd much rather late reg and be well rested than be on time and tired. So that's what I'm gonna do tonight. Oh, the bust out hand was pretty much got down to like 40K or 38K. Blinds are at this point 1,500, 2,500, so I have like 15 bigs. Under the gun older guy just sat down. I think he had played with me in the Omaha tournament earlier. He raises under the gun, and I look down to ace queen off in the small blind, get it in, and he has pocket nines and holds. I think he like turned open-ended and I just bricked. So yeah, it was just one of those like no spots type of days. Well, ran hot early, ran terrible in the middle, pretty much. Yeah, we'll get back after it tomorrow. There's the 8 game tomorrow at 11 a.m. and then two more no limit flights. I don't plan on being on time for the 8 game. If I get there by like level 4, that's fine. I think I'd much rather be rested. Level 3, level 4. So, and then the plan is if that doesn't go well to play the no limit again tomorrow night. So, all right. It was a it was a rough first day. I'll say that. But all right, we'll catch up with you guys next time.